Thank God, after I walked out of Knock at the Cabin, I am so thankful that we have another good M. Night Shyamalan movie. I would even say this is the best M. Night Shyamalan film since Split, in my personal opinion. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Owen the Breakout, and today I'm going to review the latest thriller film, Knock at the Cabin. This is a new film from M. Night Shyamalan, and this movie is based on a book, and this movie stars Bautista, Rupert, Grint, Groff, Ben Aldridge, Quinn, and Nikki Amuka-Bird. While vacationing, a girl and her parents are taken hostage by armed strangers who demand that the family make a choice to avert the apocalypse. Yes, we have a new M. Night Shyamalan film coming out, and this is the thing about M. Night Shyamalan. Usually when a trailer shows from M. Night Shyamalan, I'm always going to feel optimistic, because M. Night Shyamalan, he's very mixed bag for me. He made great movies, but he also made some terrible movies. Last year's Old was definitely one of the terrible movies he does. So because of that movie, I feel very optimistic with this movie, even though the plot seems pretty interesting from the trailers. So I went to the movie with not high expectations, because I don't want to feel the same thing that I felt with Old, because I was actually excited for Old, but that movie let me down. Thank God, after I walked out of Knock at the Cabin, I am so thankful that we have another good M. Night Shyamalan movie. I would even say this is the best M. Night Shyamalan film since Split, in my personal opinion. Knock at the Cabin is absolutely a thrill ride from start to finish. This movie, already from the beginning of the film, it just makes you feel very invested. And M. Night Shyamalan directed this movie very, very well. Especially, let's just talk about the cinematography first, because man, the cinematography of this movie is some of the best I've seen from a Shyamalan film in a very long time. There are some great shots within this movie, and there are some very creative shots within the movie as well that I feel like M. Night Shyamalan knows how to master, and I think it's really well done. But of course, the casting in this movie, the acting in this film is fantastic. Bautista. Let's talk about him for a minute. I would say, comparing to John Cena, The Rock, with wrestlers turned to actors, for a serious actor, I think Bautista would win this one, because man, he is fantastic in this movie. I would even say this is one of his best performances that I've seen for a while. I love him as Drax in the MCU and some other movies he does, but man, he can act. He can freaking act, especially in this movie. He is very good playing this really calm, but also very investing character out of the four people that are basically sneaking in the cabin. And I think Bautista performs that person very, very well in the film. And I think Bautista does a really great performance in this film. The rest of the four strangers that came into the cabin, they're great in the film. Rupert, Grint, Ron Weasley is in this movie. He does a great job. Quinn is great in the film. Nikki Amuka-Bird, I thought those four people did a fantastic job in the film. But also, the two main leads in the film, played by Groff and Ben Aldridge. With Ben Aldridge, I never seen this actor before until this movie. I want to see him in more stuff, because he does a really good job in this film for dramatic elements. But them two in the film, they had a great chemistry with each other. And you really are with these guys thinking, should we believe those four guys thinking, oh, the apocalypse is coming, you have to make a choice, or avert the apocalypse? Do you think we should believe him, or we should not believe him? Like, you're really on the edge of the seat with those two main leads. Also, the little girl in the film. Man, child acting is starting to get better and better and better in movies. Seriously, whoever picks these kids, fantastic. And once again, we got another great child acting performance. That girl in the film, she does a great job in the film, especially with emotional sequences in this situation. She performs one of the most realistic child acting that I have ever seen, and she does a great job in this film. The best way to describe Knock at the Cabin is that this movie is short. It's a short movie, but it's a movie that keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's one of those movies where you feel very invested within the characters, you feel very invested with the story of the film, and it's one of those movies that make you keep guessing. Should we believe those four people, or should we not believe those four people? What's going to happen at the end? And that's what I loved about this movie. There's no elements where I'm like, oh, this is absolutely going to happen at the end. It makes me keep guessing. I'm like, oh, what is going to happen, and how's this movie going to end? And I gotta give praise for M. Night Shyamalan doing this for this film. And I know this is adapted from a book, This should get an Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay so far this year for the Oscars. I don't think it will, but I want it, because I would say the screenplay of this film, the writing, the script, it's well done. There's a lot of moments of the film where I did not see coming for this type of movie. And again, M. Night Shyamalan directing this film, he did such a great job directing the film. You feel really scared for the characters as well, like you're thinking, oh, what's gonna happen? I do have one flaw of this movie, and that is involved with the ending of the film. Now, the ending is good. It's not a bad ending. I wouldn't say it's mind-blowing, you know what I mean? Like, I was expecting the ending to be much more mind-blowing as it is, or a bit more twisted, but it ends in a way where it's like, okay, it's a good ending, but there's no hits with it. There's no, you know, mind-blowing things with it. It just ends the way it did. And I just wish the ending, in my opinion, could have been a little bit better. It's not a bad ending, it's a good ending, but I wish it could have been much more better. But overall, Knock at the Cabin is another good hit from M. Night Shyamalan. This is definitely one of his better films in a while. This film is intense, it's thrilling, you don't know what's going to happen throughout the film. The acting, especially Bautista, is fantastic in this film. If you want to see something that will keep you on the edge of your seat, Knock at the Cabin will absolutely do that for you. Overall, Knock at the Cabin is absolutely a great thrill ride from M. Night Shyamalan, and I'm going to give Knock at the Cabin a B+. So guys, that is my review for Knock at the Cabin. Let me know what you think of this movie in the comments below. Do you like the movie, hate the movie, or you thought it's okay? And what is your favourite M. Night Shyamalan film? Let me know that also in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Facebook, Stardust, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.